Okay, hi, I'm Diane Postler-Slattery, the CEO of Mid-Michigan Health, and it's time for an update. We are going to try to do more updates, so I would appreciate, again, any feedback that you have that you'd like me to be giving some reports on, updates on. You know, our commitment is to try to have all of you be in as much of the know as possible. So the more things that I know that you would like to hear about would be helpful. So the first thing I'd say is I always love fall. It's my favorite time of year. The colors are so vibrant. I was up in the UP a couple weekends ago, and I couldn't believe the colors. But this year, it seems like we're observing the colors between the rain. So hopefully we won't have as much snow as we've been having rain. So it is the end of our first quarter. So just a reminder, our fiscal year starts July 1st. So that means July and August and September are our first quarter. And I'd like to share with you where we are with our employee incentive program. And I believe we'll have an attached graph so you can actually see the colors and you can see the actual elements of our employee incentive program. But I'm going to highlight a couple of the areas. So the first is around our quality. And our quality goal this year is around a culture of safety and the training that we need to have accomplished. And our goal is that we'd have 70% of our clinical staff trained in a culture of safety regarding patient care. And I'm pleased to tell you that we're on track. So the goal is yellow, meaning we're making progress. And the latest numbers I have is we have about 30% of our staff trained. So if you haven't had your training yet, sign up and let's get moving on that goal, because that is important to all of us. And at the safety briefings every morning in our system, one of the elements we talk about is keeping our patients and our employees free and safe from harm. So culture of safety training, 30% done. We need to get at 70%. Our finances have also done well so far this first quarter. Our goal is a 3% operating margin. We are currently at 4.4. Having said that, I'd love to say we can rest on our laurels. There are two pending legislative issues that are a concern. One is no-fault auto, and the other is the possible reduction or elimination of a 340B program. So if you don't know about any of those, I would encourage you to Google them and look them up. Both of those, if they happen, if the reductions happen, could mean millions for our health system. So we obviously have our eye on that, which could obviously affect our bottom line and our operating margin. So we'll keep you posted as the year goes on, but right now we are doing very well financially. And then finally, patient experience, which again is no surprise to any of you. We've always had a patient experience goal. The issue this year is that we are struggling a little bit in the first quarter. Home care and our emergency departments have hit 3 out of 3 months. Our urgent care has hit 2 out of 3. However, our medical centers and MPG have yet to meet it for the first quarter, so 0 out of 3. So obviously a lot of focus, but in this one, we need your help. Our patients' experience, no matter what setting they're in, is really important. And in order for us to meet this goal, we have to be collectively as a system 5 out of 12 months. So each of these areas must meet it 5 out of 12 months. So we've got some work to do. Okay, another reminder, open enrollment for benefits starts very soon, October 28th, runs through November 8th. There has been a guide that's been posted on the Employee Direct Access. So I would encourage you to take that home, talk about it, make sure that you get yourself enrolled in the benefits that we offer at Mid-Michigan Health. Our strategic planning is also well on its way. You all helped with answering some questions that we had on the internet. Many of you did give us some answers and some suggestions. I'd like to address one thing. It's always nice to read the comments. And there were a number of comments from people who said, you know what, nobody cares about the mission and vision except for administration. And I get that. When I was a practicing nurse, I probably wasn't as well attuned to what our mission, vision, and values were. So part of our job as administrators through the strategic planning process is going to help all of us understand how our roadmap, i.e. our strategic plan, is valuable and does make a difference and how it can be relevant to you. So that's my charge, and I'm going to work on that so that in the future, none of you will say, who cares? Because we do want you to all care about our roadmap of where we're going as a healthcare system. And then finally, I'd like to talk a little bit about some things that you might see in your organizations. And that is you're going to start seeing some posters and some campaigns. Yes, another campaign, but this one is really important, and it's really important to me and all the administrators, and I hope that you see that is also important to you. And that is we're going to be very, very focused on workplace violence. Across the nation, aggressive behavior by patients, families, visitors has escalated. We have had some of our own employees injured pretty significantly by some of the assaults that are happening in our workplace. And we are going to be giving a message to our visitors and our patients that is no longer tolerated. And in fact, it could mean some criminal action. Now, we all know we work in healthcare. We all know that there are some patients who, by the nature of their condition, are prone to violence. We are also going to work on how do we better manage those patients so that you are not getting injured. So hopefully, you will agree with me that we want to keep our workplace safe, and you'll see this campaign very shortly. As usual, if you have other things that you want to hear about, please call me or email me. I'm diane.poslerslattery@midmichigan.org. And, I need to hear what's important to you. Otherwise, these video messages aren't really going to resonate with people. So please take the time to let me know what's important to you. Thank you, and I can't wait to see what our next quarter brings.